The only flaw of this assassin was his weakness for women. Whenever he saw a beautiful woman, he couldn't take his eyes off her. Even though the target was right in front of him, he couldn't help but steal one more glance at the beauty. Quickly, the professional assassin forced himself to calm down, waiting for his heart rate to drop to 65. At that moment, his shot was flawless. The assassin quickly cycled the bolt and aimed at the target's head, preparing for the fatal shot. But just then, the woman got too close to the target. There was a sound of glass shattering, and the woman fell. The target, startled, immediately ducked and ran, covering his head in fear. Before the assassin could react, the guards quickly pulled the curtains, and the target disappeared from his line of sight, forcing him to lose the opportunity to take a second shot. He didn't even have time to regret it. Driven by instinct, the assassin swiftly dismantled his weapon and stuffed it into his bag. He hurried downstairs, threw the gun barrel into a nearby trash can, and then used a smart lock bypass tool to steal an electric scooter, riding it away just before the police arrived. On the way, the assassin discarded the magazine into the sewer, and then threw the remaining parts into a trash truck parked by the roadside. Feeling a sense of relief, he cut through a narrow alley, losing the police cars in the process. He then parked the scooter, climbed onto a bridge, stuffed the heavy items into a helmet, and tossed it into the sea. The helmet sank quickly to the bottom, and the assassin revealed his true identity. Unbothered, he cleaned himself in a nearby public restroom, wiping off the water with paper towel. He then shaved off his beard and sprayed some perfume to cover his scent, ensuring he left no traces. After refreshing himself, the assassin hailed a taxi and headed to the airport. By the airport's trash bin, he took out his last handgun, sprayed it with perfume, and threw it into the bin. His counter-surveillance skills were impeccable. However, when passing through security, the assassin spotted a police dog and felt like a threat was imminent. Not daring to relax, he casually surveyed his surroundings, making sure no one was watching. After confirming that he wasn't being followed, he turned and entered the airport's restroom. There, he cleaned himself again, making sure there were no lingering scents, even discarding the heart rate watch he had used to monitor himself in the trash. Sure enough, the police dog had no reaction when the assassin went to buy a ticket, and he passed through security without a hitch. Once passed, he went to a secluded phone booth and called his handler to inform him that the mission had failed. His handler was shocked, as this was the first time the assassin had ever failed a mission. The target was simply too cautious, and the assassin knew it would be hard to find another chance. But he didn't have the patience to listen to his handler's complaints, so he hung up the phone. Now, the only thing he cared about was whether he would survive in the end.